Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a Saturday evening episode of Ted's Booze Cellar with me, your most weary and tired host, Ted. I've got a week coming up, or at least a few days this week coming up, where I've got some time booked off from work just to relax and get some rest, and I'm going to be doing probably another Booze Cellar in the middle of the week, because obviously I know I didn't do one this Friday, so I apologise about that. But anyway, on to business. So today we're going to be taking a look at something we've looked at from a couple of different companies before, but we've never looked at it from this one, and I've actually never heard from this particular company. We're taking a look at a drink from Unkown Pleasures this time, and this is their Espresso Martini. It's a 7% alcohol volume premium cocktail premix can, and I'm always a bit sceptical about premixed cocktail cans because they're never quite as good as an actual cocktail made in front of you at a nice bar. But it does say on the back here, chill fiercely, shake gently, open carefully and pour softly to achieve the perfect creamy head on our blend of premium vodka and fine Arabica coffee. Taste Unkown Pleasures. Well, I like how simple, straight to the point and mysterious they are with their back of the can message. That's quite encouraging. So I don't know, I must admit I've never heard of Unkown Pleasures, so they're a bit of a unknown quantity to me, but yeah, I'll be interested to see what they're like. I mean, I generally like espresso martinis, and I think out of like the premixed cocktail cans I've always tried, the espresso martini ones have generally tended to be not always amazing, but like at least consistently the least awful. So I'm interested to see how this is. Now, if you just bear with me, I've just got to double check the price, because I got this one from the Wine Barrel on Western Road in Hove for £3.29, so it's £3.29 from there. And I recommend checking out Unkown Pleasures' website if you want to check out any of their other products as well, because they do other premixed cocktail cans as well, some of which I definitely should be having a look at in the future. So I've got to say, I like the can. I think that it could do with having a bit more visuals to imply what is in it, but generally speaking, it's very striking. It's got some nice contrasting different shades of brown, along with the nice silverish, whitish kind of writing that stands out really nicely against the background. So yeah, I give it a 9.5 out of 10 for the design of the can. Simple, to the point, clean, and you kind of know what you're getting in for, but generally speaking, yeah, it's a nice looking can. So anyway, we'll crack open this bad boy. Okay, give it a quick shake. Crack it open. Definitely looks like coffee. And it smells like an espresso martini as well. It smells a bit watery, which doesn't give me a great impression, but it smells nice. So it smells like a good vending machine coffee. You know, like with vending machine coffee you can smell when it's like really processed and kind of like unpleasant, but with this it smells like a machine coffee that actually does use proper coffee beans. So it does have a nice smell, but it just probably isn't quite as refined as of a smell to introduce you into it as I think it could be. But yeah, it's welcoming enough, so I'll give the smell a 7 out of 10. It's nice enough. But anyway, have ourselves a quick palate cleanser of water. And sorry if there's been any noise in the background, I've just had the washing machine on is all. And then, on to the most important part of the video, which is to see what this sucker tastes like. So, bottoms up. Ooh. I don't know. There's lots of things about this that I like, but a lot of things I don't like. I think it's weird. The aftertaste is horrible, but it's got like this. You know when you get like a really badly made espresso and it's kind of got a bit too much sourness and not that like sort of smooth nutty quality that a real good espresso should have. It has that kind of aftertaste, but then the lingering afterfeel that lingers afterwards actually has this quite nice coffee-ish tone, this nice nutty espresso-y tone to it, and then The initial taste is weirdly like nasty. It tastes like a really bad, like almond milk espresso martini. But then there's this like little bit of flavour in the middle that's like slightly juicy, almond walnutty coffee with like a touch of vanilla in the middle, and it's only there for the merest second, but it's actually quite nice. And it's frustrating because like there's elements in here of the flavour that I think I really like, but I think that it's split up in between with elements of flavour that are like really processed, a bit too sweet, or just like cloy in your throat a bit too much and like don't sort of like smoothly dissipate, that I think really distract from that. And I think it's a really inconsistent drink. You've got one bit, it's like one bit that's bad, then a good bit that's really short and it's not strong enough, then a really horrible bit, and then a kind of an okay bit. That's how the flavour feels, and then the texture is just watery and kind of non-existent, and it really doesn't complement the flavour. Like, I get it when sort of an espresso martini is a little bit watery, but I think the main body of an espresso martini should be kind of have that nutty smoothness that you get with an actual espresso, with a slight bit of creaminess and then a tiny bit of watery texture in the undertone. Having that kind of texture makes a really good espresso martini, I think. But here it's just kind of watery throughout, and it just kind of just doesn't really complement the flavour, be it the good or bad bits, very well at all, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, there's elements here that I do genuinely like. I think the aftertaste isn't completely awful, and like the lingering after feel once you've finished a drink and you've had a few sip of it and you've had a few like 30 to 40 seconds to mull it over, at that point you start getting this coffee-ish kind of after feel that's actually quite nice. But the finish of the taste and like the initial bit of the taste is pretty horrible, actually. Yeah, it's really disappointing. There's elements to this I really like, but it's just broken up by so much just missed potential, I think. And look, I'll give Unkown Pleasures the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to try their other drinks in the future, and I'm going to give them a fair shot. But yeah, this is bad. It's not great. I mean, it's not the worst pre-mixed cocktail drink can I've ever had, but it's pretty bad. So 3 out of 10. Yeah, it's definitely not completely irredeemably awful, in that I think there are elements of it that could be translated into a better version of this drink, but yeah, it's just not great. It's really disappointing because I like espresso martinis as well. Oh well, what a shame. But you know what, I'll give Unkown Pleasures the benefit of the doubt, and I'll try their other stuff, and I'm hoping they'll be as good, at least better, you know, just generally better. So anyway, if you guys like this video, leave a like, share and subscribe. If you have any suggestions for future episodes of Ted's Booze Cellar, let me know in the comment section down below. And if you want to check out anything else I do online, I'll leave the links to all that in the video description down below. But until next time, have fun, stay safe with whatever you're doing, don't do anything I wouldn't do, wash your hands, take a mask with you to the shops, drink responsibly, know your limits, and I'll see you guys at the bar next time on Ted's Booze Cellar. Bye bye for now.